Hey, welcome to another episode of Sweaty Video Game Nerds. I'm Jon Schnepp, and sitting next to me is Maude Garrett.
And I'm going to convince you why Mass Effect is a game that's probably your most favorite game that you've never played.
Hey, I started it, remember, I started playing Mass Effect, and I got beamed down to this planet, and these weird kind of creatures floated up, and the gameplay was, I just couldn't get into the change up on the controls, so I moved on to another game. So you're going to tell me that was the worst mistake
you
I've ever
done. Made.
Tell me why.
Okay, so you know how you love Dungeons and Dragons, you love these particular games, you love Knights of the Old Republic. This is the sci-fi version if Star Wars wasn't the law. So basically you're Shep, this is Commander Shepard, and you control the Normandy, and you have RPG elements. So you can either use, a lot of melee attacks, or you can use your guns and be like a specialist in that kind of thing, or you can use what's kind of like the mage abilities, but you've got this piece on your arm that can send force waves and shocks and things like that. So you've got RPG elements with your character, and then you also get to select your team. Now these are alien races from across the galaxy, which you are trying to save, by the way, and they all have their different abilities, so you make up your ultimate team. You travel to completely different worlds. You are a Spectre, the only Spectre in the world, which grants you knowledge and access of everything, and you were trying to beat down these things. So should you have gotten past that, this is probably one of the best trilogies in the world, especially if you love sci-fi. Now Mass Effect 2 is the best of the franchise. 3 had separate endings. There's supposed to be about 8 or 16 of them, but really it kind of felt like it was only 1 or 3 it can be piled down into. I pressed too many buttons so fast just wanting to finish the game that I couldn't even tell you what happened.
Wow.
Except that I had the best time.
I think you might have convinced me just by comparing it to Knights of the Old Republic, because that kind of like when you get your own team and you select your team and you go to different planets, that was my favorite part of any kind of RPG experience I've had.
But this is still quite an FPS, so the experience that you have is a lot of combat, but I'm not an FPS fan. I loved this game. The soundtrack's amazing. Shep is your fully customizable character. I played Fem Shep. Your name is Schnepp. Can you see why you should be playing this game? It makes sense.
I think Schnepp will be playing Mass Effect soon.
Commander Schneppard.
Hey. Oh, Maude, where can people find you online?
If you want to find me on social media, just search Maude Garrett. If you want to get involved with Geek Bomb, which is my geeky outlet, it's geekbomb.net. And
thanks again for tuning in. I'm going to be checking out Mass Effect, I swear to God. Probably could talk to me in April of this year, and I'll be talking to you about Mass Effect 2 and how much I loved it. Or I killed myself. One of the two things. Pretty happy, huh? Sweaty Video Game Nerds. I'll see you later.
Hey, if you like this show, get sweaty and click on theStream.tv and check out all these other weirdos. There's a lot of them on theStream.tv.